You cannot eat it alone. You can't eat it alone. So please, build your home. Be in your home. If your husband wants to marry another wife, it is his own business. It is his headache. Hence, he's taking care of you and your children. An African man is entitled to marry many wives.
You remember this woman, right?
Now, let's face fact.
You remember this woman. During the time May Yul Edochie case was fresh, was very, very fresh. A lot of women, a lot of married women were saying so many things that they know they can never tolerate in their life. You understand me? They were saying so many things in order to make their Madam Judy feel all right. People were like trying to justify so many nonsense. Something you know you cannot take. Something you know you are not close to taking. But because it happened to another person, you are now beginning to whine your mouth. Something brought me back to this woman's video. I had to go down to my page because I made a video about it. I'll still attach it to this particular video now. I had to go down to go and get this woman's video because when I came, I was just walking around the streets of social media. I saw her arguing with some people over who takes what. Listen, let me read what she said, what she wrote that prompted people dropping so many comments on that particular video that she made. She said, young girls don't want to marry young guys anymore. What they are looking for is married men. But if you try it on my husband or more, I will pound you like this. Try me. The way she was pounding that thing, that she's gonna pound that girl like that. This was the same person that said her husband is entitled to marry as many wives as possible. She has forgotten what she said just last year. That video was around June last year that she made that video. June last year was when she made that video supporting Yul Edochie and Judy Austin. It was last year, June. I remember vividly on the 24th. You understand me? Of June last year. She made that video and she was vibrating. You can see the way she was vibrating here. That her husband, provided the man can provide for you, provided the man is okay, provided the man is giving you this, provided the man is giving you that, the man is entitled to as many wives as possible, the man is entitled to live his life. Suddenly, you are now beginning to threaten young girls against your husband, that if you see any of them around your husband, that you pound them. The one lady now said, I thought you were advising them to come and eat, that you can't eat it alone. She said, if you have the liver now, come. You see? Have you seen it? If you have the liver now, come. Then the other person said, I heard it too, that her husband is entitled to take another wife. You see? You can't take what you guys. That's why me, before I dish advice, I try to put myself in some people's shoe. I don't just come out to talk to impress a man or to impress a woman. I say it the way I feel like it should be. I don't care. Even if you're my friend, even if you're my husband, even if you're my boyfriend, Yul Edochie is my colleague. I know him one-on-one. We have worked I've told you people this several times. But that does not stop me from saying it the way it is. He was wrong in what he did. And we must have to call a spade a spade. Now you are beginning to come out to shout that if you see another girl around your husband, the same thing you were promoting that period. I want to attach the video because myself I not get strength to talk too much. I want to attach the same video and the reply another woman gave to her that period. Let me attach it. Just continue to watch because I beg, I want you guys to be following my YouTube. I have YouTube. I know some of you don't know about that. I have YouTube. I've created a YouTube account. AmaraNet TV. Yes, on YouTube. AmaraNet TV on Facebook. AmaraNet TV on TikTok. AmaraNet TV on Instagram. Everywhere, AmaraNet TV. Everywhere you go. Because do well to follow me there on YouTube. Because that video I made, I'm gonna drop. That's the movie. I'm gonna drop it there very, very soon. It's done. It's ready. But I'm waiting for people to gather so that I'll have enough people that watch it. So make sure you follow my YouTube, AmaraNet TV. Thank you and remember, because watch channel. Moku Jehovah. People can give people. I'm tired. I don't know what to say. Watch Biko.
You cannot eat it alone. You can't eat it alone. So please, build your home. Be in your home. If your husband wants to marry another wife, it is his own business. It is his headache. Hence, he's taking care of you and your children. An African man is entitled to marry many wives.
Now, let's face fact. It's not normal for any woman to come out and say she's comfortable with the idea of her husband marrying a second wife or even more wives. It's not normal. Something is wrong somewhere, because I believe that a woman who loves her husband with all her heart will not welcome the idea of her husband marrying a second wife. She won't. So if any woman comes out like this to tell you that her husband can marry a second or third wife, something made her, say something like that. And one of the reasons, or some of the reasons, that can make a woman agree or get comfortable with the idea is if the woman is not the first wife of her husband. Most women who are not first wives of their husbands can say things like this because they are trying to justify the process at which or by which they came into such marriages. So they are comfortable with the idea or try to make it look as if it's a norm. Because I believe every first wife who is happily married to her husband will not welcome the idea. A second reason that can make a woman say something like this is a woman that has not been faithful to her husband. Maybe she has some skeletons in her cupboard which she does not want her husband to find or get to know about. So she feels allowing him to marry a second or more wives is going to keep him distracted. And that way he will not know or find out the things she's doing with herself. The third reason that can make a woman say something like this is a woman who is under pressure, kind of pressure that has to do with not being able to conceive a child. So a woman who is in that kind of situation will just have to allow her husband marry a second wife so that he can have children. Another reason that can make a woman say something like this is if their tradition permits it, or if the religion they are practicing permits it. So if your religion or your tradition permits your husband marrying more than one wife, then the woman cannot do anything about it, especially if your religion permits it. You are not happy with it, but you can't stop it from happening. So these are some of the reasons that can make women or some women come out to tell you that a man can marry as many wives as he wants. It's not because everything is okay. It's because something is wrong somewhere. Because any woman who really loves her husband with all her heart will not want to share her husband with another woman, will not want to share her husband's affection with another woman, will not want to share her husband's body with another woman, will not even want to share her husband's money with another woman, or even want to put her children in a situation where they grow up in a polygamous home, because we know what happens in polygamous home. So no woman in her right senses would wish or even want her husband to take a second wife or more wives. No woman at all would want that for herself and her children.